So, okay, we'll start with new module. The new module is on composite material. I think according to your syllabus, it is 4th module. So now I'll give some, I put more photos so that when you explaining, at least you come to know the important terminologies used in the photo, important terminology used in composite material. Otherwise, if you start explaining composite material, it will be an abstract concept. I'll show some more and more photos application. Then we'll go for some fundamentals and other explanation. I hope everything is fine. Can I go ahead? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Because there is a power fluctuation, that's why I'm repeatedly asking here. Everything is fine?
Yes, sir.
At least type in chat box. Everything is fine, I'll go ahead.
Sir, it is fine, sir. We can hear you and see the PPT.
Our voice is not audible to you. What about others? At least some of you can respond. Yes or no, everything is fine.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, okay, we'll start with the composite materials. So now best example for the composite material before going for this, I think there is a good example for the composite material on PPT. The best example for composite material you can imagine is the RCC, reinforced cement concrete. That is the best example you can imagine. You are familiar with those RCC. There are two components or constituents. So one is steel rod and one more is the cement concrete. The steel rod is referred as, in terms of composite terminology, the steel rod is referred as reinforcement material. Steel rods are referred as the reinforcement material. Then the concrete is referred as the matrix material. I think what is the Ashit? What is the message? You are not able to hear us. You can't hear our voice. Okay, I think my voice is audible to you. If that is the one way, that is okay. If any issues, just you message us, message me. Otherwise, once again I have to. I'll log out once again. I'll log in. I think that problem may be solved. So okay, once again I logged out and once again I logged in. I hope everything is fine now. If any issue, just put the message, because these topics are very important. I am putting more slides, photos. If you miss PPT, you may not be able to understand, because earlier classes I was explaining more, but now. So I'll give 3 examples. You can understand better. One is the RCC, or reinforced cement concrete, where steel rods are referred as reinforcement material. That is the one constituent of the composite material. The concrete is one more constituent of the material. Concrete is referred as a matrix material. So that will comes under ceramic matrix composite, because the cement concrete comes under ceramic matrix. The major, if you consider the major volume is ceramic. Hence, it is referred as ceramic matrix composite. The reinforcement material is the metal. It is not a metal matrix composite. Even though RCC has the steel reinforcement or metal, their percentage is very less compared to the concrete. Hence, it belongs to the ceramic matrix composite. That's one example. The one more example is the rubber tire, the tires, especially heavy vehicle tire. It has rubber. Other than rubber, there is a steel wire. Thin steel wires are reinforced in the tires. So that will comes under the polymer matrix composite. So that will comes under polymer matrix composite. If you consider the percentage of the steel wire and rubber, the rubber percentage is more. Hence, it comes under the polymer matrix composite. Then you are talking about the tungsten carbide. The tungsten, this like your metals. We have aluminum. We can add some ceramic material like alumina, Al2O3, or some carbides. If you add carbide, etc., so then metal is around, let it be around 90%, and silicon carbide is around 10%. So then it comes under metal matrix composite. The 90% is metal, and another 10% is ceramic matrix ceramic material. Hence, it comes under the metal matrix composite, because it has more percentage of metal than ceramic material. But when you come to your reinforced cement concrete or RCC, the percentage of metal is less compared to percentage of the cement concrete. If you break open one beam, and if you take out concrete separately and steel rod separately, it will weigh, the weight of the steel may be less compared to concrete. Hence, the ceramic material is more. Hence, it comes under ceramic matrix composite. In general, as per your syllabus, you have to study 3 types of composite. One is, I start from the ceramic matrix composite. Example is RCC, or reinforced cement concrete. Second one is rubber polymer matrix composite. For timing, you can, I'm giving so many examples. For timing, take an example of rubber tire. The rubber is matrix material. The steel wires are the reinforcement material. And one more is metal matrix is polymer is over, and one more is metal matrix composite. So where metal is the major constituent, and silicon carbide or ceramic materials are added to improve the hardness, sometimes to reduce the thermal conductivity, etc. Then it comes under metal matrix composite. There are 2 constituents in the material. So one is matrix material, In the case of ceramic matrix composite or RCC, the matrix material is concrete, cement concrete. Reinforcement material is the steel rods or comes under the reinforcement material. Now with that we'll start with just I'll put PPT so that we can understand more. That PPT presentation is I am explaining only the photos now. Today's class I am explaining only photos so that we can when you are reading textbook you can understand better. That's the purpose. I am putting more photos in the today's session. Application part, application of metal matrix composite, application of ceramic matrix composite, as well as application of ceramic metal matrix and polymer matrix composite. And one more is natural composite, like a wood is comes under natural composite, because even if you consider the coconut trees, it has the fiber. I think you might have observed even coconut shell has a fiber that is considered as a reinforcement material, and there is a thin lignin, some biological term is there other than fiber, that is comes under matrix material. Wood is the best example for the naturally available composite material. So now these are the reinforcement. These are the reinforcement. So especially in the silicon carbide fibers, like a rubber in the steel was rubber tire, the steel wires are there. That is a macroscopic level. You can see the steel wire. These reinforcement material in the microscopic level. So in the microscopic level, the fiber may appear like this. This is the fiber. This is again comes under fiber. The fiber you have to imagine. This is one of the important component of the composite material. Example, steel in the reinforced concrete. So now we have, imagine we have fiberglass, we have glass, we have fiber, or you imagine you have studied about polymer materials. If you put fiberglass in the polymer material, then it comes under fiberglass composite or fiberglass composite material. It comes under polymer matrix composite. Now we can see these are the glass fibers. We can see long fiber. These are the glass fibers. I hope everything is fine. Hoping that everything is fine. I am going ahead. I am putting going ahead with presentation. So these are the glass fibers. You can see the long fiber like a cloth. Suppose best example is polymer matrix composite. Imagine you have the cloth. If you dip into the resin, then allow them to dry. After some time we have resin, it is a polymer, and we have the fiber, the cloth fiber. This is a cloth fiber or cotton fiber. That will become the composite material that comes under polymer matrix composite. Imagine you have the cloth, dip into the resin, the polymer resin, thermoset resin. So once thermoset is open to the atmosphere, it will dry. The polymerization takes place. After polymerization, so it will be set. Then earlier there are two separate entity. One is resin is separate entity, and fiber, the cloth fiber or cotton fiber is one more entity. Now they are joined, and finally it forms composite. It has having totally different material. Now you are talking about the polymer matrix composite. In the case of polymer matrix composite, the base material or major composition is polymer, like a candle. The candle, I think you have seen, the inside there is a fiber. That is nothing but a reinforcement material. There is a cloth part at the center. That is nothing but a reinforcement material. It is surrounded by a candle material. It has two material having different properties. The cloth material is having different properties. It is surrounded by this candle material. It has the different properties. So now, in general, composite consists of two material. One is matrix material. One more is the reinforcement material. In the case of ceramic matrix composite like RCC, the matrix is ceramic. In the case of metal matrix composite, the matrix material is metal. In the case of polymer matrix composite, the the matrix material is polymer. So now you can see that these are the schematic representation. We have, this is a fiber, there is a separate fiber. Just I am with the example of cloth, the cloth and resin. Just imagine this is a fiber. This is a fiber. This is your matrix material, and those two are combined by some processing. Finally we have composite material. So composite material consists of matrix material as well as the reinforcement material. Just you can imagine your RCC beam. It has both reinforcement material like a steel rod and matrix material like a cement. There is one more type of composite that is referred to laminar composite. Especially it is used in aerospace industry. The topmost fiber is made, topmost material is having different material. The bottommost material having different material. Those are referred to sandwich panel. In between is filled with some metallic foam or polymer foam. Then there we are talking about the reinforcement material. For RCC, reinforcement material is the steel rod. When you come to coconut trees or naturally available composite, the reinforcement material is a fiber. Even if you open coconut shell, there is a fiber is there. That's the reinforcement material. Those are the naturally available material. But when you come to this fiber, the different types of fiber, engineering application, the glass is the example for the fiber. The carbon is the one more example, high elastic modulus carbon. Then boron is one more material. The polymer, the Kevlar is one more material for the fiber. The ceramic, when you come to fibers, SEC, silicon carbide is example for the fiber. Al2O3 is the Al2O3. Even in the case of rubber, I am telling, there are inside the rubber there is a fine fiber. The fiber is metallic wire. That is most of the time it is a steel wire. Composite already we have discussed. One is metal matrix composite, the metal plus ceramic material, polymer matrix composite, polymer plus metal or whatever it may be, and one more is ceramic matrix composite. Polymer matrix composite, it may be thermosetting material, matrix material with thermosetting or thermoplastic. When you come to metal matrix, the matrix material may be aluminum, magnesium, nickel, copper. Most of the time aluminum and magnesium because those are the lightweight material. When you come to ceramic matrix, Al2O3 or alumina, silicon carbide, those are the matrix material. Now I will show some better diagram. Again, there are different types of fibers are used. I am showing so many information. At least for metals, remember around 3 to 4 matrix material and 3 to 4 reinforcement material. Ceramic matrix composite or CMC, remember 3 to 4 matrix material, 3 to 4 reinforcement material, like that for other materials. But I am giving so many examples so that if you show around 5 to 10, at least you can remember, and 3 to 4. So now common fiber reinforcing agent include aluminum, silica, asbestos, the quartz, steel, tantalum, titanium, tungsten. These are the different types of fiber for reinforced composite. Like silicon carbide, even graphite, the boron, zirconia, even fly ash. It is produced in thermal power plant. The graphite, the mica, and alumina Al2O3. There is one more material, elite clay, that is used in your foundry sand. The Kevlar. So these are the different types of reinforcement material used. So this is a Kevlar fiber. This is a polymer for this fiber. It is very strong. It is used in aerospace industry. And this is the fiber. This fiber is surrounded by matrix material. The matrix material is usually the polymer matrix composite. So now if you take out only the fiber, this is schematic diagram. This is schematic diagram. If you take out only the fiber, this is the fiber. This is the actual photograph of the fiber. It is 10 micron. the thickness or diameter of this fiber is only 10 micron. You have to remember, it is not like a rope. Don't think that it is a rope. Structure is like a rope-like structure, but diameter is around 10 micrometer. 10 micron means 10 mm divided by 1000. You will get around 0.01 mm. The diameter of this wire is 0.01 mm. Then, if you have Kevlar is the fiber, and epoxy you studied in chemistry, polymer material. The matrix is epoxy. The fiber is Kevlar. We can see that these are the Kevlar fiber and surrounded by matrix material. Like a steel material is surrounded by the concrete in the case of RCC. In the similar way, the Kevlar fiber are surrounded by epoxy matrix. Any doubt? So what I am doing is okay. At least you understood what is composite, what is reinforcement material, what is matrix material. Okay, because I am showing more photos, so that you can imagine when you are talking and when I explain composite material, you can understand better. That's why this class I am putting more photos. Just I want to, because it is related to the exam, even for your innovative question and case studies, no need to draw these complex sketches. Only application of a particular composite. I think for your innovative questions comes under metal matrix composite. The case study question comes from polymer matrix composite. No need to write these sketches, just you have to write what are the matrix material used, what are the reinforced material used in the polymer matrix composite, what are the different application. To get some idea, I am putting so many photos. So now, cement concrete is the macroscopic level you can observe, but when you come to polymer matrix composite or metal matrix composite, in the macroscopic level you cannot identify the fiber because fiber is very, very small. So in such cases you have to go for the microscopic view. Sometimes the fiber may come out from the matrix material. A best example is, you can imagine, is they have a thread in the candle. You have thread, you can pull out the thread because interfacing bond between the thread and the candle material is very weak. We can pull out the thread. Sometimes thread may cut, but most of the time thread may come out. That is referred as poor interfacial bonding strength. So now this composite material, the fiber may be like our cloth fiber, thread. It may be very long. If it is very long, it is referred to the fiber. It may be in the form of whiskers. There is small particles. The slight shorter particles are referred to the whiskers. If it is fine, very, very small, length of the particle is very, very small, then it is referred to the particle. One is fiber, one more is particle, and one more is whisker. Particle you can understand, like a sand particle. The fiber means it is like our thread. Whiskers means if you cut the thread into very, very small pieces, then it is referred to the whisker. So these are the properties. Don't worry about these advantages and disadvantages. As per your examination point of view, you have to remember what are the fiber material used to be polymer matrix composite. All information is available in the Punish. That is sufficient for your class test. Even for case studies question also, this basic, the property of metal matrix composite material, advantages of composite material, disadvantages, all information is available. But at least to get imagination, I am showing so many photos. We are not studying much fundamentals here. It is like applied material science. So we know, once you talk about polymer matrix composite, you have to remember the application, the reinforcement material, matrix material. Don't worry about advantages, disadvantages, all those things are not required for your syllabus. So one is aramid fiber, boron fiber, high strength carbon, high modulus carbon, and even ceramic matrix composite. Especially carbon fibers are used in aerospace industry, and most of the time it will be imported because Carbon fiber required for aerospace industry because it is having high modulus and high strength. So even still, we are not India is not able to produce. But India, many companies they'll produce, not of such a quality. Most of the aerospace industry they'll import the carbon fiber. The cost of 1 kg of carbon fiber may be around 15 to 20 to 25,000 aerospace grade. But normal grade it may be available for few thousand rupees, that carbon fiber per kg. And ceramic matrix of fiber reinforced composite. The fiber reinforced composite is one more name for polymer matrix composite. Don't get confused. The fiber reinforced composites are one more example for one more name for polymer matrix composite. So like a common fiber reinforcing agent include aluminum. These are the fiber. Alumina, silica, beryllium, those are the different fiber material, especially glass. The carbon is one example. The glass is one more example. Within the glass, there is a E-glass, electrical grade glass, high strength glass. So there are different types of glasses. Most of the time, you can say the glass fiber. Even jute fiber also used. We can use a lot of work is going on. It comes under polymer matrix composite. They'll use naturally available fiber. The leaf fiber, like banana fiber, banana trees also it has fibers. You can imagine, no? Banana trees we cut, we'll get the fiber. Because of that fiber, it has got good strength. Otherwise, most of the time it is a water, it's a liquid. Liquid is almost like a matrix material. There are different coconut fiber also used. Coils are used as a fiber because it has good strength. We have coil rope. It's having good strength because fiber is having the good strength. These are the naturally available fiber. Then matrix material used in polymer matrix composite. These are the names you have to remember. Even chemistry also you studied. So in the chemistry you studied about thermoplastic material, thermoset material. The most of the time these will come under thermoset material like epoxy, phenolic, polyester, polyurethane, vinyl ester. Matrix material, when you come to metal matrix composite, aluminum, copper, lead, magnesium, nickel, silver, titanium, these are the low density material. Most of the time, one of the advantages of using composite materials is it is having low density and it will become more compact, especially in the spacecraft industry. We require low density materials. Like aluminum, titanium are used because the density of titanium is less, density of aluminum is less compared to copper or steel. Non-metallic metal matrix is your ceramic material. The resins, again you studied in your in first year chemistry, thermoset resin. I'm not interested to read polyester, vinyl resin, epoxy, phenolic, polyurethane, thermoplastic resin, acetal, nylon. In the examination point of view, at least remember around 3 thermoset resin and at least 3 thermoplastic resin. One is polyethylene, polypropylene, polytetraprethyl. These are the one more. These are the nylon is the example, acetal is the example, and ABS, acrylonitrile, butadiene, styrene. At least remember around minimum 3 resin materials or thermoset material and thermoplastic material. No need to remember all 5. At least minimum you have to remember around 3 matrix material. Now fiber composite. Imagine this is the outer, this dotted line, the short line refer to fiber. These are the fiber. The fibers are oriented to only one direction, like your steel rods. In the case of column, most of the steel rods are oriented in the vertical direction. Most of the fibers, except few for supporting one, though then it is referred to one-dimensional reinforcement material. The fiber may be oriented because the building columns, the loading is predominantly in the vertical direction. Your most of the reinforcement material, steel material in the vertical direction because loading is only one direction. If loading is in 2 directions, like plates, etc., in such cases, these fibers should be oriented along horizontal direction as well as vertical directions. Like our cloth fibers are oriented in X direction as well as Y direction. If you take the cloth, if you dip it into thermoset resin, it will become composite material. It is, the fibers are oriented both in X direction as well as Y direction. There are cases where fibers are oriented in all three directions. You can see these are the unidirectional fibers, bidirectional fiber, unidirectional discontinuous. These are the long, very, very long fiber. But when you say discontinuous, those are the short fibers. You have to chop the, imagine you originally fibers are available in the long length. You have to chop it to the very shorter length. Sometimes if loading is maybe act in all directions, at any direction, or instead of saying all direction, then you have to go for the random discontinuous fiber. So then again, the fiber may be available in the case of particles, especially in the case of metal matrix composite. We have molten metal, you are adding silicon carbide particle into the molten metal, not as an alloying material, as a matrix material. Then it will be particle, like a sand particle. Then reinforcement may be available in like a fiber. I have given the example of steel wire or threads. Those are comes under the fiber. The length is more compared to diameter. So one more is flake. The flake means thickness is very, very small and width and length is more, like a chips, banana chips or potato chips. That is the example. The shape is almost similar to flakes. The thickness is very, very small. Length and width is more compared to thickness. So now the fiber composite. So once you say there is a matrix and followed by fiber. Example is polymer matrix composite. Then particle composite. So I hope you are following it. Everything is fine. Audio as well as PPT, everything is okay. Hoping that everything is okay, I'll go ahead with presentation. Anyone can give the example for natural composite now? You can give the example for natural composite. Naturally available composite material. One example. Okay, good. It is a wood. And so now the particle composite comes under metal matrix composite. The flake composite, again polymer matrix composite most of the time. Filler tubes, like fillers material, like your rubber tires. So now particle composite, imagine it is a matrix material. There is a small particle of reinforcement material, like a metal matrix composite. The metal will be matrix material. Silicon carbide particles are the reinforcement material. This is fiber. This is flake. You can see this is a flake and this one more is fiber. The laminar composite, you have different laminars, one placed one above the other, that we'll discuss later. This is the actual photograph of metal matrix composite. The matrix is on the background, that is almost like a bronze color. This circle refer to the reinforcement material. If you use short fiber reinforcement, this is the actual photograph, not representation. The matrix, it is followed by a short fiber. It is like a background. There is a yellow color lines are there. Those are comes under short fiber. And particulate, the dark color refer to particles. particles in the composite material, especially in the metal matter composite, and background almost greenish color or sky blue color, that is matrix material. This is a schematic diagram. The composite consists of matrix as well as the fiber. This is one more example. These are the examples for the fiber. Even if it is a two-dimensional composite, the fibers are oriented both in x direction as well as y direction. This is referred to triaxial arms. This is crystal whisker. The whiskers are very short fibers. Short fibers are referred as whiskers. Metal matter composite. The thorium dioxide is dispersed in nickel. The nickel is matrix material. TiO2 is reinforcement material. The aluminum is sintered aluminum powder. Aluminum powder is matrix material. This is cemented carbide. Around 85% tungsten and 15% cobalt. The cobalt is matrix material. Now this reinforcement material. The 85% is the tungsten carbide. WTC is nothing but a tungsten carbide. This we'll discuss later. So we can see fiber may be oriented. In coconut trees also you can imagine fibers are running from bottom to top. Those are the long fibers. The fiber may be short. In the case of polymer material, the fiber may be randomly distributed, especially in the case of metal matter composite. Polymer matrix composite, these are the fiber, example for the fiber. The black carbon fiber, it may be carbon fiber, silver carbon fiber, blue carbon fiber, again there are different types. This is the fiber material. In the microscope, you can see this fiber material, especially in the glass fiber reinforced composite, carbon fiber reinforced composite. If glass is there, then it is referred to glass fiber reinforced composite or polymer. If it is carbon fiber reinforced plastics. These are the fiber. At least why I am showing those so many photos means at least when you're reading the books or notes, you should imagine what is fiber. These are the silicon, it may be silicon carbide fiber or aluminum fiber. These are the glass fiber. You can see the diameter may be around 0.1 mm or 0.01 mm. Or it is not maximum. The diameter may be 1 mm. The honeycomb structure, the top plate and bottom plate, in between there is a different type of material, the plastic material or foam material. So now this is the fiber, ceramic fiber. The fiber is surrounded by matrix material. You can see these are the actual photographs. In the examination, no need to write this photograph. This is ceramic fiber. Ceramic fiber, it is surrounded by, it may be polymer matter. You can see here the fibers, long fibers. You can see this is the actual photograph. The reinforced material in the case of polymer material, it may be thread, it may be 2D thread arrangement like a cloth, continuous strand mat. It is after the 2D mat or chopped strand mat, or it may be surface threads. So disadvantage of composite. The composite material sometimes fails, and predicting the composite material failing will be difficult. Even aircraft, some portion of the aircraft may break because predicting will be difficult. Metals, there is a lot of history of more than 100 or 200 year history. They studied all failure mechanism. Studying composite failure mechanism is not so easy like what you studied, how material undergo plastic deformation, elastic deformation for the metals. This is, we can see here, there's a mid-air crash, no injuries, but the major front portion is damaged, but no, it is not a catastrophic failure. Composite damage tolerant. It's one of the advantages. If it is a completely metal wing, it crack may form and propagate. Complete wing may come out from the aircraft. But if it's a composite, only small portion may break. You can see here only tip of the wings may break. They can land safely. But if it is metal, the crack will form and propagate, and finally, like a brittle fracture, the fracture may take place. This we can see here, but it is a damage tolerant, especially in the rudder part of the aircraft. That is what we finished one part of your PPT, introduction to composite material. Then I will go for the application of the composite material. So now I'm going for the application of the composite material. This already explained. The steel rods comes under reinforcement material. The concrete is comes under matrix material. 1 minute, I'll go for the PPT mode. I can this we can imagine, you have seen many times. Even fiber reinforced plastic bridges. These are the, especially during earthquake, etc., or during wartime, they want to make some temporary bridges, or sometimes if terrorists export the regular bridges, concrete bridges, then temporary bridges may be required, or during flooding time, etc. Then these are the FRP. These are the FRP bridges. I think everything is fine. So now you can see how they will mount the FRP bridges. It is done in, I think, New York. This is the complete FRP bridge. This is a lightweight structure. You can see here the steel plates, the glass fiber reinforced plastics. This is CFRP, carbon fiber reinforced plastic material. Even if it is old bridges, this is columns that can be strengthened by the polymer matrix material, PMC. It is you can see here that is after the retrofitting. We have already old, very old pillars that can be strengthened by polymer material. You can see here there's a like a sheet of paper. They're pasting it so that it will be strength will be increases, especially for the old bridges. See here, you can see these are the strengthening mechanism. So these are the sports equipment. It may be a tennis racket or many. The sports equipment are made of polymer matrix composite because it has less weight. The even bicycle frame is made of polymer matrix composite nowadays. The especially carbon fiber matrix, but it will be a little bit costly. It is not like a steel frame. If it is a carbon fiber matrix material, it may be cost is around 2 times or 3 times more than that. So even it is used in space optical benches, especially international space station. It is carbon fiber and epoxy laminate. Carbon fibers are very high strength. It is having high module, and epoxy laminate because it is very light. Density is very light. Then the beach starship. So this is again made of composite material, and most of the aircrafts are nowadays it made of more than 50% of the aircraft made of composite. Even leaf spring can be made of composite material for the lighter application, not for heavy trucks. For the small application, leaf spring also can be made of composite material. Bridges, you can already have seen retrofitting of the bridge columns by wrapping with fiber composite. You have bridge. This is a bridge column. Imagine this is a old bridge, or it may get damaged by flooding, etc. That can be strengthened by retrofitting with polymer matrix composite. The bicycle, I already shown some bridges. This complete bridge is made of the composite material, especially polymer matrix composite, instead of going for the steel bridges. The construction of steel bridge required more time, especially during war time, during flooding time, or during some other disaster time, or a bridge is exploded by some terrorist. In such cases, temporary bridges may be required. This cycle is also, frame is also made of composite material. So now the fuselage of the aircraft is also made of composite material. Then fuel tanks is also made of composite material. The windshield of the aircraft is also made of composite material. Cockpit, again composite material. Then ailerons also made of composite material. Then elevators are also referred as horizontal stabilizer, again made of composite material. Rudder, the backside portion of the aircraft, that is made of composite material. Even flaps of the aircraft. So just Google it and try to find out some of the names of the parts name of the aircraft. So now these are the parts of the aircraft. I will not explain. Just Google it. You can find out the rudder, the ailerons, flaps, what are its functions, etc. This being heavy, there's a structure. Especially this wing length is very long. Then it should be sufficiently stiff and strong. Now you understand what is stiffness, what is strong material, what is tougher material. So these are the applications. This material should be stiff, it should be strong, it should not bend, should not undergo any plastic deformation or excessive elastic deformation also. So those can be achieved with composite material, especially the space shuttle, some outer body, the launching paddle, etc. also made of composite material. The composite commercial transport aircraft like a Boeing 787 is having around 50% made of composite material. The Dreamliner, that 787 Dreamliner, around 50% is made of composite material. Even nose and cockpit, you can see here how those are produced. The initial stage, there are production process. There are different production process. So this is the nose and cockpit. That is the production process. And the ship hull, the huge ship hull is also made of composite material. These are the how the composite ships are produced. So we can see here the marine structure, huge marine structures are produced with composite material. And the small wind energy, these are the decorative wind energy, the wind turbine blades. I think some places you might have seen the wind turbine blades. That is also made of composite material. Then composite cars, car bodies also, especially fancy cars, lightweight cars. Sometimes you are saying that flying cars, especially there are some cars, it is in the development stage, it is not commercialized, that can goes in the road. Wherever there is obstruction, they can fly for a few meter, like for 50 meters, 100 meters. That should be lightweight. In such case, such cars are made of composite material. Even 787 airplane, already you have seen Boeing. Even lightweight poles, even sports poles or electrical poles, it also can be made of composite material. Golf club head and shaft is made of graphite fiber reinforced epoxy composite. This golf club and shaft, you can see. These are some more other sporting goods. This is the aircraft in 1903, the first aircraft that is made of a major portion is made of wood. Now in 2005, the aircraft, you can see the difference between 100 years, whatever the development happened in the composite material, engineering technology, material technology, processing technology, control technology, or even interfacing electronics technology. You can see the difference over a period of 100 years, how aircraft changes from original aircraft, first developed aircraft to present aircraft. Especially carbon fiber reinforced epoxy material, especially wing part is made of that. The original aircraft is made of natural composite like a wood. So these are the different applications of the composite material. When you come to case studies, the polymer matrix composite material, you can note down. The polymer matrix composite comes under case study. Chapter topic is case study. Metal matrix composite, I can ask one innovative question. The basic material information, everything is available in the book. But when you're reading some terminologies, if you attended the class, if you see the videos, there are PPTs, then it is very easy to understand the terminologies used in composite material. That's why I'm putting more photos. No need to write these photos in the exam. There may be small schematic sketch. It is available in textbook. If you write those sketches, that is sufficient. If you have any doubt, we can discuss now. I'll stop presenting because we have one more class. If you have any doubt, clarification, you can discuss. I have prepared separate PPT for metal matrix composite as well as polymer matrix composite. I may share those PDF file of those PPT. That cannot be used as reference material for studying for the examination or test. Once you go through the PPT, at least you can understand what are the importance of the composite material, what is matrix material, what is reinforcement material, what is writing one thread like that. It is not a thread. So you can see that at least you can imagine how composite materials are developed, what are its applications. That's why this, especially polymer matrix and metal matrix composite PPT, PDF file, I'll share it in, put it in Google Classroom. You can go through it. Those are really interested, you can go through it. But all information is textual information, and schematic diagrams are available in books. Even it is available in Punished textbook also. You can refer, no issues for the examination, even for the test also. But in the test, so keep the time. Time is also very important. Few students last time I observed few students they not written all 5 questions because of time may not be able to manage the time. The time management is also very important. We know how many minutes you get. 90 minutes divided by 5 questions you can divide. And last time they are given some those who are submitted late also few minutes we have given exemption, you are evaluated. This is a strict instruction. You have to finish it within 90 plus another 10 minutes for loading this uploading your scanning and uploading. Try to maintain the timings also important. Okay, if there is no, I think everyone is entered your USN number. I hope everyone is entered USN number. Those who are not entered, please enter, because I am going for stopping the recording. I am going to stop. Once it's stopped, your name and USN number may not come. Okay, I hope everyone is entered your USN number. I'll wait for another 1 or 2 minutes. Then I'll stop recording. ಏನು ಕಲರ್ ಚಾಕ್ ಪೀಸ್ ನನಗೆ ಡೌಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ರೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲದ ಇದ್ರೆ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಚಾಕ್ ಪೀಸ್ ಈಗ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇಡೋದೇ ಇಲ್ವಲ್ಲ, ಕ್ಲಾಸೇ ಇಲ್ವಲ್ಲ ಈಗ ಚಾಕ್ ಪೀಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ. ಹಲೋ. ಇವಾಗೇನಿಲ್ವ ಅಂತ. ಆಯ್ತಾಯ್ತು. ಮಂಗಳೂರು ನೆನ್ಪು ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇಸ್ಕೊಂಬೋದು. ಮತ್ತೆ ಅವರು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ 1-2 ದಿವಸ ಮರ್ತೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಏನೇನು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಮರ್ತೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತದೆ. ಆಯ್ತಾಯ್ತು. Okay.